Dillon Carrell.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
In the house, man.
In
on
the flesh, yes, sir.
NeoVerse Performance Pod. Yeah, man. You're a good buddy of mine, softball buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hit balls together.
That's right. And you're a hell of an athlete, too, surprisingly.
Why do you say surprisingly?
Because it kind of
Look
caught
at the
me off
dude.
guard.
Come on, look at the guy.
Because you're like an A1 athlete.
Nothing
man.
surprising here.
I know.
Dude, I get it, bro. I do. You know, being in the 300-pound club, not a lot of people think that I got it, but it's in there.
I thought you were just like a slim 280. Yeah.
Dude,
I would guess the same, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I was 302 last time I stepped on the scale.
Yeah.
I did lose some pounds because I got life insurance.
Right.
I was excited about it too. I'm like, dude, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I'm actually like ecstatic about buying a life
26?
insurance policy. Yeah, I'm 26.
Oh,
Yep.
you old fart, man.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I was watching the birds the other day. I'm like, that's a pretty bird, bro.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh no.
That's how you know it's
No, that's
I'm
called,
getting old.
That's called fatherhood.
Yeah, facts. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I got it too. Little baby Temple. So it's awesome.
So tell us a little about yourself. Give us a little background history. Who are you?
Yeah. I'm a Texan. Lived in Mississippi for almost 10 years now. So I kind of coined Texasipian. That's kind of who I am.
That's a good term.
Yep. Grew up in Dallas. Man, had just an awesome circle of people. Still close with all those guys. You know, even moving from Mississippi, you kind of figured out like who the real ones are. So I got good people, man. All in Dallas. Got some family that still live out there. And then great people here in Mississippi as well.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy. Just like if you would have told me back in the day that this is where I would be, and this is who I would be married to, an amazing woman, and have a beautiful child at 26, I'd be like, no, bro.
Yeah.
That's not in my cards.
That you would be
know?
on the NeoVerse Performance
That I would be
Pod.
on this pod.
Dude.
With you, Robbie.
That's like what dreams
Bro,
are made of.
I'm telling you, dude. It's magical.
I see the state.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did you go to Mississippi State?
No, not at
As a
all.
fan?
My wife went there. I lived in Starkville. I lived up there for 7 years. So I moved from Dallas to Starkville.
What a place to move to.
It's crazy. Yeah. Got into some trouble. I have great people in my life, but also
Let's talk about the trouble.
Had some bad people in my life.
Talk about the trouble.
So I was a freshman in high school, and I was selling dope.
Okay, cool.
And I got caught at school, and Texas brought the hammer down on me.
Right.
Possession and intent to deliver in a drug-free red zone. The red zone was the kicker. That's what got it.
20-yard line, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
About dope, or are you talking
It's
about
good.
or marijuana?
Yeah, that's what I got caught for.
Okay.
I just had some weed on me. Thank God. Could have been a lot worse. So I did some time. Went to some juvie schools, some felony schools, things like that. And Mom was like, "All right, you struck out, buddy. That's strike 3."
Yeah.
So kind of got uprooted and moved to Starkville, and then was gonna go to Starkville High, and then my dad's cousin was on the board at Starkville Academy, and he saw me and was like, "We got to get this guy across the ditch," is what they call it because they're so close.
Yeah.
And so I kind of got on like a little sports scholarship because tuition is kind of crazy at Starkville Academy. It's private, private high school, which is wild for me to even think about. Like meals are catered and everything. Like you're eating good, bro. You're eating good at high school, which not a lot of people can say.
Right.
Biscuits catered, lunch brought in every day,
Briskets,
hot and fresh, bro. I'm like, who is this? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Did y'all have drinks aside from milk? Because all we had was milk.
Bro, we had Powerades.
Okay, yeah.
Out the fountain.
That's what I say.
I'll just stop right
Out
there.
the fountain.
just
Out the
stop
fountain,
right
bro.
So
Fallen
you-
Powerade.
So you was in
crazy.
juvie, just like hitting the weights, jack,
Yeah.
jack.
Yeah.
You show up in Sarkville, and next thing you know, you're getting recruited by the academy with Powerade in the fountains.
Hampered, bro.
That's what's
yeah.
up, man.
Yeah, no, it was sick. It was sick. Yeah, I was a shooting guard on the JJAEP Eagles.
Okay.
Juvenile Justice Alternative Education Program. I could shoot, bro. Something about that gym. It's like I didn't miss.
Yeah.
I didn't miss in that gym.
So that's what surprised me, okay? Because he plays first base, and like he doesn't appear to be like the most mobile character out there, but he doesn't miss. and he stretches out like splits and all this stuff, and it's like gets the balls that he shouldn't be getting to. I swear, I think he might have had like one pass ball like the whole year that was within his range. I was like,
It was one. I still remember it.
yeah,
too.
I remember it too because
Yeah.
it was only one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Man, if I
That's
get that
crazy,
one
though.
back.
yeah.
But yeah, I used to could do the splits. You should have seen me back in the day. Like I'm not as mobile as I once was either. Still, but yeah, basketball was a good one. Football was a good one. Baseball I played in college at Belhaven in Jackson. That's why I didn't go to state.
Right.
Mississippi State offered me to play football.
Oh wow.
I thought about it.
We could have used you.
Yeah, and then realization clicked in. I'm gonna be blocking Jeffrey Simmons in practice every day for hours on end.
Yeah.
Like,
Baseball sounded a little nice.
longevity wise.
Yeah, your brain is in better shape.
Yeah, 100%. So went the baseball route, and now all I do is play softball and golf
Yeah, and raise a little baby.
and raise that beautiful little baby girl. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. We got a sitter for her tonight, first time.
Hey,
Yep, dropping
you
her
gonna
off
let
at
your
the
hair
in-laws.
down.
Yeah, for this Mardi Gras ball. It's gonna be sick.
There's a Mardi Gras ball tonight.
Yeah, bro. Yep. Went last year. It's at the Biloxi Convention Center.
Which one?
Crew of Sirens.
Crew of Sirens.
They
Yeah.
start earlier and earlier and earlier every year. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's like
Big
Mardi
party.
Gras will be all year
It
long.
starts tonight.
usually.
Mardi Gras starts tonight, bro.
Yeah.
For real. And their outfits and costumes, it's crazy. They spend thousands of dollars. Like their fee in is nothing compared to what they
yeah.
spend on their costumes, bro. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's
I've
insane.
had a couple people ask for me to get in the courts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's like 10 grand or something just to get started, and I'm like, this is a little bit excessive and crazy. And honestly, for me, like, I don't need the attention.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
For
I'm
real.
good.
For
I
real.
don't want to peacock around with some weird outfit on. I'm sorry.
It looks like a good time
Facts.
though.
yeah,
like
yeah,
from the
yeah.
outside
The,
looking
the
in,
party
Being
part
a
of it,
patron
yeah.
to the party. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
being in it, yeah, nah.
I got a question because, like, I have like paralysis of my upper lip right now.
Oh.
Do y'all do nicotine pouches?
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
one in right now.
You know how you can put them in your upper lip?
Yeah, the
and you
upper decky.
forget,
Yeah.
And then like you go numb.
I don't
And
really
so
forget.
It feels like you went to the dentist.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I get numb.
I don't
numb.
Well, you do like
Little tingle.
You do like 52 Nick or
I do
something
like
like
8
that.
milligrams,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
8,
I,
yeah.
I,
that's pretty
I
heavy.
stick with the
Yeah.
lower end stuff.
Yeah, it'll literally paralyze like your whatever this little slit is right here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk and I'm like I can't even move my mouth.
You got one in right now?
I had one in and I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And until I was like, oh man, I'm like, I'm like,
Do you ever
can't
forget
feel
about
my-
it and then put another one in, not even realize you already have
Double
one
dip.
in?
Well, then I'm
It's
like, well,
tweaking out?
no, not really, because they'll kind of wear on me a little bit to where I'm like, I guess that's normally how I might notice is like, I'm like, because they tell you to put them in your upper parts.
Yeah.
you put it in the upper middle.
I think that's the problem.
upper
It's
right.
when you hit the upper middle and it hits that little slit in the middle
Yeah.
there.
Got to. It's
Yeah,
that little.
it's like instantly, gets you.
gets right in that bloodstream.
Right
Ready
there.
to roll.
You ever
Yeah.
drop it to the bottom though?
Yes.
And then you can't even handle it.
because it
like,
gets so
tingles?
juicy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not. I think that's why you go upper because then you get less. Doesn't get as like.
That drip.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever fallen asleep with one in?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
I've never done that.
Bro. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
falling asleep with contacts in.
Dude, it's wild.
You
The
wake
dreams are vivid. For real. I've fallen asleep with a patch on too. The nicotine patch. Bro, those dreams, wild. Those dreams are crazy.
Was that you
Like-
trying to get off of dip?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
how I got off of dip
Yeah.
because I started on snuff whenever I was younger.
That grizzly wintergreen, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the nicotine pouches seemed like a better option.
Cleaner.
Yeah, much cleaner.
sure.
And it's just straight nicotine instead of all the byproducts and whatnot.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't do none of that new stuff. Zero studies on it. We don't know how it's gonna hit us in 20 years or whatever. And now they got these SFN vapes. Have you heard about the SFN? Bro, Sebastian, pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so SFN is substitute for nicotine. And they're saying that it's like, it kind of depends. So I'm actually kind of curious about what Perplexity says about it.
Oh, you already asked the AI guy.
Yeah.
What is SFN?
FN.
Vapes.
Vapes.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well,
No.
you know how they had like what was it? So they used to have in the gas stations salvia.
What?
So
Like salvia?
Salvia.
In gas stations?
In gas stations, bro.
Down here?
Yeah, it was like at smoke shops or whatever. It was
Oh
just like
my
this
gosh.
underground. And so when I was at Southern, and honestly, I feel like salvia, if it was used in the right context, might have some kind of, but it's
Maybe.
not when you're in like a frat house with like 20 guys all sitting around. And then you're all seeing like the guy that doesn't really know is the one, and it's all gung ho trying to like be, they're trying to earn their stripes.
Dude.
And these kids were hitting the salvia, and it was like going into another dimension, I guess.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they would like go into, they'd have like an out of body experience and then wake up and just be
Whoa.
like, I know what's
I'm back.
going on. It looked like the most intense and scary
Jeez,
thing you
dude.
could
Yeah.
imagine.
Nah.
Yeah.
Miss me on that salvia, dude.
Here's
Never done that.
Here's what ChatGPT says about
let's see.
SFN vapes. SFN stands for substitute for nicotine. It's a term used on some vape products to indicate that the liquid does not contain nicotine, but instead contains a nicotine-like.
Yeah.
That's sus.
Yeah.
That's sus.
I'm saying.
Nicotine-like compound meant to mimic some sensory aspects of nicotine without the addictive substance itself.
So it's
It's like Diet
non-addictive.
Coke. It's like Diet
Coke, right? Yeah.
Yeah, people are hooked on that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And hey, there's aspartame in this, by the way.
Yeah.
Early
It's like
onset
a
dementia.
derivative.
Don't worry about it though.
Yeah.
It tastes great.
It's actually SFN is just like new meth.
Yeah. So
It's
there's
like-
like some methadol or something in there, like one of the compounds in it. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, and now you have kratom that's just readily available, which is basically like an opiate or something.
Yeah, bro.
They got bags of that crap at the gas station down the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah. And they sell like the little 5-hour energy type Viva
Yeah.
Zen.
Well, even the synthetic, I guess, THC stuff, where it's not whatever, it's like some
Delta.
whatever.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's gas stations full of it.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
then they also have like the pills, like the get hard pills.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The rhinos.
Yeah. Like explode your head.
Pop go with them
pills.
rhinos, dude.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it may get you hard, but then it
Yeah.
like gives you an aneurysm at the same time.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. I ain't doing that, dude. One of my buddies back in college, he took one and he was ready to go for like a day, like a day.
Blood pressure
the whole time.
Blood pressure spiked.
Yeah, bro. Like he had to tuck it at practice. Dude, crazy, bro. Crazy.
Hold up.
Like benching at 5 o'clock in the morning, tucking it, going out at the ball fields in the afternoon, still tucking it. I'm like, dude, you're
Bro,
crazy.
That sounds like some clinical strength stuff.
Yeah,
right there,
bro.
boy.
Massive clinical strength. Dude. Yeah. Yeah. No, that dude. That's man.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Legend says he's still ready to go right now. He's still ready to go as we speak.
All right, so you sell roofs.
Yeah, dude. I sell roofs. So back up a little bit. I went to East Mississippi. So I left Belhaven, and then COVID hit. Yada yada yada. Went to East Mississippi and got an associate's in marketing for management technologies. And then after that, I was just waiting tables. I was a line cook at the restaurant, bar back at the restaurant. Would hop in and bartend on busy nights too. I did that for a couple years, and I was just like, "There's more for me." And so, one Sunday, one of the investors of Two Brothers Smoked Meats in Starville. Y'all ever eaten there? Yeah. So I worked at Two Bros.
Is it good?
Bro.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
phenomenal.
all right. So when we're comparing cheese fries, though, you got to go to the bin.
You have to go to the bin.
Over,
Yeah.
over Two Brothers.
100%.
Two Brothers is good, but the bin's cheese fries. I still dream.
It's a
about
Starville
it.
staple,
dream
dude.
Staple.
Yeah, staple piece, dude. Yeah, so I was walking downstairs. One of the investors was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know, man. I'm getting my life and health certification to sell life insurance. Probably gonna move to the coast and just see what happens." He was like, "One of my sons, he does that. He makes pretty good money. Works gruesome hours though, but I got another son. He works 10 days a month and makes triple what he's making. I was like, oh, interesting. Tell me more. He was like, well, it's in California. I was like, oh, okay.
Tell me more.
And he was like, you knock doors. That's it. You just knock doors and talk to people. I was like, okay. He said, email me your information just to kind of give you his age. So I emailed him all my info, and his son called me like next day and was like, yeah, dude, his name's Bryson. Bryson's my guy. Called me the next day and was like, yeah, dude, it's a blast. Like, we're making good money, great sales team. Like, you should totally do it. I was like, all right, I'm in. Talked to AG, who was my girlfriend at the time. She was like, I mean, let's see if it's real. Like, it sounds too good to be true. And I was like, I know it might be, but let's give it a go. So they sent me a pitch, and they're like, all right, you got to do a pitch pass off over the phone just to make sure that you know the script. So I was at happy hour at the Grill in Starkville, and I had a call, and I was like, oh, damn it, it's right now. And I did not know any of the pitch at all, not a word. Hey, my name's Dillon. That's all I had in the pitch. And so I sent it to Anna Grace's phone, and I called him, and I was just reading the pitch off the phone because I was like, how are they going to know? Yeah. Did it twice, read the pitch, and they're like, all right, yeah, let's get you out to California.
Yeah, you seem to know the pitch.
Yeah, man, your tone is great. You know the pitch like the back of your hand. It's like you're almost reading it off of a phone right now, dude. But yeah, so they sent it. I was in California 3 days later. And I got dropped off north of San Francisco, a place called Disco Bay. Dude, we pulled up. It's like mansion on the water. You know, there's like 10 just bros hanging out. And I'm like, I can get down with this.
Yeah, I'm a bro.
Woke up the next morning, 7 a.m., meetings at 8. I get Hood. It's like an area marked off in a neighborhood in California. And they're like, all right, I'm going to drop you off, and I'm going to pick you up at 9 o'clock tonight. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, you just go knock doors all day. It's like, well, what do I do for like food? They're like,
figure it out.
You knock.
Yeah, you knock.
You ask homeowners for a snack. Like, oh, what if I have to go to the bathroom? You knock. You go, you know how many bathrooms you're going to be at today? Every house is at least one. There's 500 houses. You got like 1,500 toilets probably. Mm-hmm. All right, fair enough. So get dropped off, and for the next 3 years, I knocked doors in California. Every single month, 10 days a month. We called them blitzes, so I would go to California and do blitz. And it was awesome. It really was. It was a gold mine in California, 2022, 2023. I mean, crushing it, bro. Killing it. Got married in 2023, and we were kind of just like, all right, let's move to the coast. So we finally made the move down here, and I was just tired of being away for kind of half the month. It was 12 days, 1 travel day, work for 10, travel day home. So we talked about it, and we're like, yeah, let's put a pin in Vital, was a company. And so I ended up selling insurance for a little bit. It was a white collar grind, bro. Like calling on businesses and everything like that. It was tough. Still kind of knocking doors, but like different doors, like businesses. Yeah. And it was all right. I had a good time. My boss was awesome. His name was Kent. He's passed, unfortunately. He was 38 years old, and he got an aggressive form of leukemia. I mean, hit him out of nowhere. 2 days of chemo, like extreme chemo. And after 2 days, his heart just gave out. And the company tried to put a little bit more on my plate. And I was like, I'm still, this is my first year in this industry. Like, I don't know. I can't do all that. And they wouldn't let me take a lesser contract. So I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I went back to Vital. I was like, babe, we got to make some money somehow. Like, I owed 10 grand to Uncle Sam. And I was like, how are we going to come up with this? And because nobody told me, like, you're a 1099 contractor. You need to, like, save some of that for your taxes. I had a little bit, but, like, I was not ready for the bracket that I got put in at all. Nobody also told me that the bracket percentage increases the more money you make.
Especially when Biden was in there.
Yeah. So went back, paid off Uncle Sam, and then I called Bryson again. I was like, all right, bro, you're batting 1,000. I love this job. Do you know anybody else who's hiring? And he was like, dude, I was up in Jackson, and one of my really good buddies from high school, he's a go-getter, he's a hustler, he reminds me of you, actually. He's just a little bit older. You should call him. And I was like, all right, bet. I'll give him a call. Well, Hunter Travis is who he was talking about, and that's the owner of Renova. And he was like, dude, we have an office down on the coast. We got a couple guys, not a big outfit at all. You know, we were kind of in a position where it's either we pull the plug on the coastal branch or we kind of double down on it. And I was like, we need to double down on it.
Yeah.
Like, I need a job. This is a lucrative market. There's always weather down here. Let's do it. So got on with Renova, started knocking some doors, you know, sticking my toes in the water, and I loved it. I really did. You can say that solar has a social impact, and it does, but it's nothing like a roof, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, there's the protection that you get from a new roof.
He's gonna sell us.
No, dude, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'll inspect it for free, bro. I'll hop out there, fly a drone, get up on my ladder. So I've been doing that for about a year, almost a year and a half, like a year and 4 months. And so I got in with Renova, and I'm like, we need some structure, bro. Like, we need some processes, we need some structure. Like, it's sales, I get it. It can be country club-esque, kind of lax, you know. But let's tighten down and let's do it to where, you know, I told him, I was like, don't reinvent the wheel, right? Everybody knows that. Well, we need a wheel. Like, we don't have a wheel at all. So we kind of created the Renova wheel, and we started recruiting. And let's see, I interviewed probably like 50 or 60 candidates, 2 or 3 rounds of those interviews, and we took 6. So we took the top 6 people out of those 50. And we did.
Did you drop them off in the hood?
No, so we're not going to do that to these guys. I did not really drop them off.
Look what it did for you.
I know. Yeah. I mean, that's true. Just get out there and grind,
part
bro.
of your will.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Good luck, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to pee?
Yeah.
Go knock on Susie's door.
Narrow that 6 down to 2 real fast.
Yeah. So
and
it
2
actually,
though are going to be producers.
They're gonna crush, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 1 stud. Everybody else is going. Everybody else left. Which I get it, bro. Like, a couple of them are serving our country. You know, some of them left to the Air Force, to the Navy, which is like, I can't compete with that, bro. Good luck. No bad blood, bro.
Sales takes a very particular personality type. And if you don't enjoy talking to people, and you're not in just a person that enjoys banter or just like doing that stuff, then it's a round peg in a square hole.
Amen, brother.
Know?
Amen. Yeah. And the rejection too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can take that rejection, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you tell somebody you're gonna win 3% of the time, they'll be like, bro, what?
Yeah.
You can, you're gonna lose 97% of the time. 97% of the people you're gonna talk to aren't gonna buy.
And you're gonna lose most of that up front.
Yeah.
On the front end.
Yeah.
Before you even get your first win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That, like, you have to eat through that 97% to get to the 3%.
Right.
You don't get the 3% and then the 97 after. Nah, bro. No.
Right.
Churn and burn. It's, you know, like, the talking to people is huge, but for me, bro, it's that mental fortitude that you have to have in sales.
Yeah.
Like, you got to keep going, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, not let people brush you off. You can't take it personal. You can't take rejection personal.
Yeah.
That's what I told those guys, bro. And
Think of how good you get at small talk, though, when you knock on that many doors.
bro,
Because you just you're trying to connect with a person, and so you're trying to find a common interest, and so you get really good at doing that.
yeah, in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
90% of people's first impression is made on you in the first 10 seconds. And 90% of that is appearance, actually. So you got to look good. You got to look the part. You got to come in professional, and you got to win them over in the first 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get through to them. And, you know, I used to be like, oh, nice plants. You know, no, bro, that's surface level. So I try and get under that first, call it like the croc brain. There's a book, Pitch Anything. Can't remember the author's name right now, but he was like, there's levels in people's brains, and that first one is the croc brain, and that's where a lot of people like die in their pitch. Here we go. Pitch Anything by
So you're basically
Oren Claff.
Yep.
Claff.
That's the book right there. That book changed my life. And Psychology of Sales by Brian Tracy. Those 2 books, dude, they really helped me excel in the sales world, bro. Like just like Brian Tracy says, don't take rejection personally. And obviously that's still with me today. I read that book like 3 or 4 years ago. It's awesome. Brian Tracy's a beast, but it takes that kind of cat to be able to just crush like, oh, you said no, you said screw off for lack of a more French term.
Sure. Or if you just say, hey, here's what you need to do, go do it. And having the initiative to just be like, okay, well, I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
You know, and you just, okay, well, where do I start? Okay, see that door over there? Go knock on it.
Yeah.
And then see the next one, go knock on that one. And then just start moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can, so in solar, there really wasn't a whole lot of like prospecting to do. It's like, do they have solar? Okay, well, let's see if they have a true up bill. They don't have solar? Well, I'm going to knock them. Like you can literally knock every door in solar.
Yeah.
But in roofing, there's a little bit more prospecting to do. Like you got to see, I look at the pipe boots and like the ridge vent up at the top. Like ridge vents.
So when you're driving down the street, that's just kind of.
Bro, it's like a drug. I look at every single roof now, all the time. I
like,
love it.
Dude, that's kind of like me whenever, especially when I was first getting started. If somebody had a sling or a knee brace or they were walking around Walmart, like I'll hawk them
Yes,
down.
bro.
Or even if I saw like a really bad limp.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Prospecting, dude.
Yeah, and
100%.
And what's funny is when I first started, I would over pitch them, and I'd give them too much, too soon, too much information, almost too much value. And I was really, because that's what I was trying to practice giving, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
But then I realized none of them showed up. And so I started where I would just give them a business card, and I would say, I think I can help you, and I would walk away.
Boom.
It was like 80% of those people would call or show up or want more information.
Yeah.
And so you learn a lot because what's intuitive and what your programming is, and then once you see what works, and then how real can you be about how you adapt.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was campaigning, so I ran I was a city councilman for 2 terms, and that is the same concept of knocking on doors, and that's how you really, connect with people. But that was something where I was like, this is going to really help me in life, just because it was getting rid of the social anxieties. You go approach and you hear a dog barking, you hear somebody's baby crying, or you know that you're kind of just a pain in their butt,
right?
Or whatever.
That's how I first met him.
Really?
And my mom was freaking out because she was like,
I was parked across the street from
it was like, it had to be like 6 o'clock, so getting dark, and like he was parked in front, and like my mom,
like getting out, walking
my mom's
around.
like, call the police. There's this weirdo,
God.
like, kid you not.
Yeah.
And he knocks on the door, opens the door. This is before he dated my sister.
Yeah.
Or was
This is when I made the connection.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't even know. I probably had my Xbox 360 headset
you
on.
just had some new beats or something you were having around your neck, or you had them on, or you like took them off.
Yeah. Bumpy Lil Wayne, Carter Ford.
Of course, bro. Of course.
But yeah, it was that was funny. So that's my first interaction with him. My mom freaking out and like, who's this guy?
Calling the cops.
Oh yeah. So literally, I knock on the door and she opens it and it's like, "What are you doing?" Like, because I went to her neighbor's house and I guess they had some neighborly beef or something.
Oh Lord.
And so she saw me walking from over there, and I think that intensified it. So yeah, she's like, "Why are you parked out in front of my house?" Da-da-da. And I was just like, "Listen, ma'am, I'm running for councilman. I'm just out here talking to constituents."
Yeah, get into that.
And then she just went, "Wow," and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
That's the croc brain.
Yeah.
So that part is a croc brain.
Yeah.
And you got to get through that. That's like
right.
the internal gatekeeper. It's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not talking to you right now.
Yeah. And then I was like, she said, "My name's Prudence Seymour." And I was like, is your daughter, and it just popped in my head because I used to always eat at Sicily's. And I remember I had just kind of learned who Chelsea was and was kind of getting infatuated with her a little bit.
Sure.
From a distance. And so I was like, "Is your daughter Chelsea?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was just like, whoa.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm the brother.
Yeah. Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and then
awesome.
here we are. Now we got 2 kids, and the whole family is a part of the NeoVerse and
NeoVerse.
Yeah, dude.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
dude. Not just a part, like integral part. It's like Maddie, her niece is she's one of my main primary schedulers, just like on the come up too, and Batchy, director of our media, our social media. He really handles our branding and all of our, he's kind of the what goes out there, And then Chelsea also helps him with that and does a lot of some of the graphic designs and some of the little stuff like that. And
as well as Neo Nutrition.
Yeah, and she runs Neo Nutrition.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, it's really insane. And also that's a part of a bigger story of like just being willing to just go out there and let life happen instead of always trying to dictate. And I think sometimes people are just they don't realize how much their control mechanisms are just stopping them from figuring out where life can take them.
But what if you fly?
Yeah.
What if you fly? What if,
Do you have any just say like a person you might have went just to sell or, approach them about roof or solar and it turned into just something totally different, like a relationship or connects that just
100%, dude. Yeah. A lot of my customers convert to my friends.
Yeah.
For real. And
if you're not doing that, turning your customer into a friend, you got it wrong. Like
you're not doing it right.
That's the whole thing.
100%, dude. Yeah. Let's go play golf. Like, do you want to go to dinner? Like what's going on, bro?
Now, I'm not going to take all my patients to dinner, but I promise you when they leave here, they feel like family.
Yeah,
for sure.
But it's bigger than me, way bigger than me at this point. It's really, but it's our culture. And that's huge. And
great vibe here, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There's a great vibe.
But
here.
part of it is think about now how much people live vicariously through their social medias and stuff. So they're able to be very familiar with us. They're able to like engage with us from a distance or even through our social medias and stuff. So even when they come in as patients, it's like they already kind of know.
Yeah, before they even walk through the doors, like they know what
they're kind of walking into, even though they've never been here.
Yeah,
and so it just brings the walls down. And but being vulnerable it feels really scary. Anytime you do something that's outside of the norm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People, I thrive in the uncomfortability, like not being comfortable. I'm like, good.
I think that's the conversation we had where I was like, we're going to be friends.
Yes.
For life.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's
because whenever I realized, like, kind of put it all together and I realized what that really took to knock on doors. And I was like, dude, that's so cool that you already get that at your age. Because, and not being so, like, most people are kind of too good for something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not knocking doors.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
not
no,
getting out
man.
there, dude.
No, I went to college.
Yeah. I have a degree, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Enjoy your 9-to-5 desk job doing finance.
Yeah.
Have fun. Punch that clock, brother.
Yeah.
Punch that clock.
Yeah.
I will never punch a clock another day in my life, bro. I hate it. Can't do it. I ain't doing that rat race, bro. Not happening.
So how many people are in your so you're kind of organizing a small little group there?
Yeah, still a pretty small outfit. We're definitely in our growth phase. We had some mutual agreements to part ways and ended up kind of cleaning house. We got rid of a crew, got rid of a couple reps, and we lost some reps too. Just personal things, going to serve in the military, things like that. So, we're not super open to recruiting right now, which is fine. I'm gonna go back to sales for this year because I was the manager running the 6 guys and everything, and we're putting a pause on that. Because at the end of the day, I've still only been in the industry for a year and a half. Like I know what I know, and I also don't know what I don't know at the same time. And I know that I need to know more to pour into these guys. I'll be all right with what I know now, and I can confidently make sure that the roofing systems that's put up are good. But teaching that, I'm still not quite there.
Yeah, well, I feel like the more I'm on the same pursuit in terms of leading this organization. We have like 40 plus employees now.
Yeah.
And I feel less equipped now than I did when I started. It's a course of choosing that path.
Yep.
And you almost always, it's like even with parenting. It's like sometimes, like I can remember when I was, you even like before you have kids, they're like giving people advice on how to like deal with kids. It's like so funny because even as a therapist, like I dealt with pediatrics. That's part of like I never cut myself off. I work with the babies, like I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they taught me a lot about everybody. You know, we all start out as babies, you know, and sometimes we never grow out of that either.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah,
But
bro.
you kind of, you know, you learn over time that life humbles you, and then you kind of learn to stay in certain lanes in certain ways, and listen more.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people think they're driving their car of life, you know, but you're sitting shotgun, bro. You're not in the driver's seat. And the sooner you can come to accept that God's behind the wheel and you're in his car, it makes life a little bit more simple.
That's right.
You know, the KISS strategy. Keep it simple, stupid.
And what's funny, it's a surrender. It's a passive experience. It's not something you got to go do.
Yeah.
It's something you got to let go of.
Come on.
You know.
Come on. Yeah. Amen.
And so you're really, anytime we're transcending, we're really just being set free.
Come on.
You know.
Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. And that's a
100%.
part of this podcast, man. It's about unexpected insights and wisdom, and just having good conversations with interesting people. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And and it's funny, it always comes full circle to kind of the same common messages and themes, you know. And it always starts off with somebody in a troubled past.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
You know. Except for Zach. Zach seemed like he was pretty clean.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever been to jail or anything.
Well, we all got, you know, stuff in our closet or trouble past. Every individual.
Zach Cardenas is another young guy, and he's probably about the same age as you, or right around there.
Y'all kind of look alike.
Oh, yeah.
Almost.
He's
Now
got
that I'm
long
like
hair,
thinking
too.
about it, it must be the hair. I think.
He founded Brick Enterprises. It's like they do.
That recruiting agency.
Well, it's NIL.
The NIL stuff. Yeah. You talked to me about that guy. That's right. Yeah. Is that the dude that wore that hat whenever he was on
Dude,
the
he's
park?
got style.
Yeah.
He's
Very
got
flossy individual.
yes, very
Yeah.
flossy. Yeah, he's perfect for that gig. I mean, because he like relates to that age group. But then it's funny because even after a year from him just getting started, and then him like a year in, it was like a different dude.
Yeah.
Like he was so much more like seasoned, and you could tell that it's what it does when you go unconventional, man. My business allowed me to practice being a better person, where without it, I probably would have not had a reason to go extra mile, or to be more considerate, and
Integrity.
or to forgive, because in a sense with business, it's like you got to move on, you got to keep going.
Charge it to the game. Keep it pushing.
Yeah, so maybe I had more initiative to do that, to lead the business, than I would as a person without the business. But as I practiced it through the business, I feel like it's become who I am as a person. Like there's things I believe in and function, operate with now that I almost never thought I could be this way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's really liberating, you know, and that's what's cool. I always try to like bring young guys like y'all on, because it's like, it's important, I guess, because part of the mission is just helping to leave some kind of positive mark. And if it's one person that can draw from a conversation some inspiration, then hey, it did its job.
Come on. I mean? Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Yeah. And you pour into that one guy. Well, how many guys does that one guy pour into?
That's right.
And then you got this little pyramid of just positivity.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
I remember hearing this story about, I don't know if it's true, but it was like the guy that brought Billy Graham to Christ was like drunk. And it was like in a season where he would, and this might be totally false. It might just be how it gets elaborated, a legend. But in a sense, it may have been the only, so he was like in a period of sobriety, got convicted and saved, and like apparently only saved like one person, like only brought one person to God, but that person was Billy Graham. And then he brought like 40 million people to God. And so it's like, well, who gets that credit in heaven? You know, because if you think about it, it's like a pyramid scheme in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the guys, or even a Ponzi scheme, like the guys that are in the guys that kind of, even if you were the one person, but you're still a part of that connection to those 40 million.
Right.
You know, and so it's really.
Well, if you're going off of that logic, then wouldn't the father of the drunkard be, Yeah, I gave birth to the kid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, the
It would all go back to Adam.
It's
Adam, bro.
follow
It's
up
all
the chain.
Adam, bro. Yeah.
But maybe that speaks to a deeper thing where the concept of credit, if we are all an extension of God, if we all are made in the image and reflection of God, directly quoted, you're made in the image of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so that means that's where we're all the same. That's a part of us that's in every one of us, whether we like to acknowledge it or not. And so I think it's almost speaks to the fact that credit doesn't exist in that realm.
Correct.
Because everything we do for that and that serves that is what actually we're here to do. Mm-hmm. And it's how we're built, and it's how we're made to function spiritually, and it's how we're connected. Mm-hmm. It's how we actually can give grace, because we're not capable of it otherwise. Mm-hmm. I don't believe so. So yeah, man, I think it's everything in your life is a pattern and a reflection into, I feel like, your spiritual core. Mm-hmm. You know, what do you live for? What's your whys? What's your purpose? What's your core principles? What do you like really believe in? What would you die for?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta every day you gotta die to self too.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the wake up, get your bread,
Never ending.
and get on your knees and die to self every day. I should be better about it. I haven't been on my knees recently, but there's a stretch where I would get down on my knees every day and pray, like, God, I want to die to self. I want my eyes to, see you. I want my ears to hear your word. I want my tongue to speak your truths. Like, God, I pray to die to self today and follow the steps that you've already ordered for me.
Yeah.
And it changes you, man. It changes you.
As I guess a little more seasoned man, where I feel like I've learned the practice of that. It comes through a physical experience. So for me, like when I'm about jumping in the cold plunge or I'm about to do a workout, I'll say most of the time, like, you're not feeling like optimized and ready to go. Like, I'll say 90% of the time, you're always a little hung up or banged up, or there's always something to talk you out of it, or there's way more excuses than there are things that make you say, like, yeah, let's do this.
100%. Dude.
But I feel like every one of those is a death to self. And every time you make a decision, you let your will overcome that weakness, and you just take action. Just do something that, like a cold plunge to me, it's a symbol of death, of me. I'm dying to my flesh in that moment. It's that experience. And I come out of there and it's like it's gone.
Yeah.
And now I can transcend that ego, because I just kind of put it in its place. Like a dog, I told it to sit, do what I tell it to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to punish it and torture it. It's only going to be about 1 to 3 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. And then I get out and I do the physical workout and kind of come into that. But even then, it's not self-punishment. It's like the first 15 minutes is all stuff that feels really good, for me at least. And it's helping me get my breath going, get oxygen moving, things like that. And so I really think having intentions with the physical body and use it as a tool, an instrument to depart from that ego. You got to almost put your body where you're telling, like, use your mind to place your body and do what you're asking it to do. And then that's how you gain command, or maybe get out of the way, to let something bigger do the work.
That's right.
And that's a motivation for anybody trying to get into physical condition. Think of it as prayer. Think of it as, like, literally it's your time with God.
Yeah, absolutely. You can pray anywhere.
Yeah.
If you pray and work out, there is almost a 0% chance that your life does not better. Like, it will. It just does.
Better.
Yes, for real.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally. Me and my wife do this thing. It's called the sperm count. I know. Hear me out.
Okay.
Kind of weird, but yeah, it's called the sperm count, and it's like, after a long day, we'll kind of just like, yo, what's your sperm count? And it's a scale of 1 to 10. What I just said: spiritually, physically, emotionally, relationally, and mentally, and kind of touch on why you're graded there for the day. And whenever there's something about whenever you're in the gym, whenever you're getting your bread, you're in the Word and you're praying, bro, like, you're at all 10s. You just are for real. And your life shows.
Right.
It reflects that, those high scores, for real. And I'm a numbers guy too. Like I like numbers. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Yeah.
And reverse engineering outcomes. Like if I have a goal, all right, well, what is that going to take? Well, it's going to take 150 roofing customers, you know, like 150 docs signed. Okay.
Right. And you work
Well, then
your
let's
way
work
up.
backwards. Yeah. So I need 3 a week. All right. So how do I get 3 roofs? Well, I knock on 100 doors.
That's right.
All right. So, you know, if I wanted a good week, I could knock on 200 doors and I could get 6. If I wanted a chill week, I just go knock 25 doors a day for Monday through or Tuesday through Friday. Nothing crazy. I'm going out of town this weekend. Well, let me hit 100 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, reverse.
That's deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
And it's the way you break down every goal. It's the way you manifest and create anything in your life. Because you have to start with the vision of, I want this. That thing right there. Boom.
How do I get there?
And you have to start to pull everything back. And you have to reason yourself through it and create a path. You know?
And be consistent.
Yeah.
Don't
What's
quit.
funny is, like, I've learned this, and Batchy's been witness to this, but the problem is with guys like me and you, and we have to learn that that's not how everybody thinks.
Sure.
It's almost like a naiveness to it,
Yeah.
but it's actually, it's just like a personality type. It's just one of many.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, even this conversation itself, it annoys certain people.
Sure. Yeah.
Or even it's just they're just gonna check out, move on.
They don't have the bandwidth to even have it.
Right.
Or listen to this. Yeah.
And it's not. And I used to just wonder what that was sometimes. But then you sit back and you think, you know, it really makes you have to honor perspectives. And I think learning about how other people perceive me has helped me a lot because it goes back to the reality. Because the truth is really not what I'm perceiving. It's really, if I can understand them, then I'm gonna know the truth's probably gonna be right there in the middle.
Yeah.
You know,
3 sides to every story. Yours,
Right.
theirs, and the truth.
and that's helped me be interested in people and conversations and things that I probably wouldn't have been when I was younger.
Right.
Because, you know, until you like validate yourself and you hit a couple milestones, it's almost like you're insecure and don't even know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but once you kind of eat that, and you almost start to put more humility into your life, because you know if you don't humble yourself, that life will do it for you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think those are that's some killer thoughts, because I think those are like the it's like, okay, it's great to be a dreamer, visionary. That's wonderful. We can all come up with really good ideas, but who can actually have the wherewithal to like execute?
Yeah.
And because that takes time, man. I mean, shoot, the things that we've accomplished here, but if you really think about how many times we've just fell on our face, and
Yeah.
not only that, even where I know I want things to go, or where I know they can go, or in the people that can be in play, and how these things can work. It doesn't matter what's in your head. It only matters how well you can communicate, and also learn what other people's vision are, and give flexibility for things to maybe even go off in a
Adapt.
direction that you didn't consider, but it's theirs, and
Yeah.
you know they're gonna crush it because it's something they believe in. You know, now it's an orchestrator or a matador. I like
Come
the
on.
idea instead
Yeah.
of being that bull. Just
Yeah.
throwing bars down everything. You know?
Yeah. 100%, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're turning
good.
from bulls into matadors. I feel like that's the pursuit.
All 2026.
Yeah, dude.
Matadoring out here, bro.
That is correct.
That's it.
Put it on a hat.
Put it on a hat, bro. Flip it upside down. That's in right now.
Well, look, we're gonna circle back, and this is just fun. Have conversations, but also leave some meat on the bone, so we'll be able to have a reason to circle back and
Come on.
chop it up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
bro. Yeah.
Well, thank you
For
so
sure.
much for coming in, brother.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
a blast.
And anybody still watching, you got any more thoughts before I close this?
No, Renova Roofing and Construction was accredited the #1 roofing contractor in the industry down here on the coast. So,
How did they contact you?
hit me up on Facebook. That's been a big one. Dillon Carrell spelled weird. It's DILLON CARRELL. Hit me up. Yeah, I won't charge anybody for an inspection. You know, I'll just come out, assess your roof, see what you're working with. You know, half of the people that I work with, they're good. You know, so just giving them a bill of health on what they're working with.
And he'll make sure you're getting the good half.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we do metal, shingles, also do solar down here. We've got a partnership with Tesla, the Tesla solar roof. It's pretty sweet. We can also commercialize your solar system to where you can still get the commercial tax bracket credits for a residential property. So it's interesting. But yeah, man, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Pleasure, Dylan.
Yeah, dude. We'll do it again.
And anybody still with us, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe.
Come on.
You know, give Dylan say hello. And then, thank you for joining the NeoVerse Performance Podcast, brought to you by Neo Life, Neo Fit, Neo Golf. Get your short game up.
Come on. Let's get it.
Catch us next time.